Hello friends, this is me, your host. So today let me take you inside of the book which is The Women by Kristin Hannah. This one is a gripping historical fiction novel that delves into the often overlooked experiences of female veterans of the Vietnam War. The story centers on Frances Frankie McGarth, a young nurse from California who enlists in the Army Nurse Corps to follow her brother to Vietnam. The novel vividly portrays her harrowing experiences in the war and her challenging journey of reintegration into a society that largely ignores or rejects the contributions of women in combat roles. Women can be heroes too. When 20-year-old nursing student Frances Frankie McCart hears these unexpected words, it is a revelation. Raised on California's idyllic Coronado Island and sheltered by her conservative parents, she has always prided herself on doing the right thing, being a good girl. But in 1965, the world is changing, and she suddenly imagines a different path for her life. When her brother ships out to serve in Vietnam, she impulsively joins the Army Nurses Corps and follows his path. As green and inexperienced as the young man sent to Vietnam to fight, Frankie is overwhelmed by the chaos and destruction of war, as well as the unexpected trauma of coming home to a changed America. Frankie will also discover the true value of female friendship and the heartbreak that love can cause. The woman had a story to tell, even if the world wasn't quite yet ready to hear it. And the story began with three simple words: we were there. Enlightening, informative, and a fitting tribute to the female service women and a medical staff who served in Vietnam, but whose voice was never heard because no women were there. Kristin Hannah is an author who always demonstrates the immense healing power through storytelling, where voices are no longer silent. And in this book, The Woman, she has written a fabulous, heartbreaking story and an eye opening account of events in Vietnam that conquers without question and agitates without exaggerating. The plot: many know something of the war in Vietnam, yet many, like me, knew little of the number of the women in service and the medical staff who suffered, endured, and lived through that conflict. Frankie brings to life the role and treatment of women who, until later years, were barely acknowledged despite the crucial role many played in the war. While the men were branded heroes, the country was dishonorably quiet about the role that their women played. Women who witnessed many of the same horrors lost their lives and endured injuries like many men. But to American citizens, they weren't even there. This very human story of Frankie took us on a journey through this distressing period in history and takes us through the decision to sign up, how her family relationships became strained with the decision, and then the impact on her because of her parents' lack of support, particularly her father's. Add to that the loss of three men in Frankie's life, her brother and her two loves, and her reintegration back into society and normal life. And we have one of the most memorable historical fiction books I have ever read. The Woman is an exquisite novel that will leave imprints on your heart and in your mind a long time after reading. Not just about the brutality of war and loss on both sides, but the treatment and deafening silence about the role the women played. The book has an abundance of great characters, particularly Frankie, who was portrayed as a very human person, an incredible woman, strong, determined, and courageous, with an enormous capacity for love and forgiveness, but who for years suffered from the effects of war, and because she was not there, never received the care and support. The storyline is superb and the writing style is stunning. Historical fiction at its best, as Kristin Hannah manages to hold a mirror up to society, displaying themes of corruption, dishonor, loss, tragedy, PTSD, family relationships, and isolation as women and society struggle to contend and confront the very harsh reality of the story of the women in Vietnam. An awakening for many then and now. An authentic account of an unforgotten and untold story. Sometimes brutal, sometimes beautiful. They were there. So, this is all we have about this story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You get the right message from this book. If you did, don't forget to press the like button on our video. I'll be back with another book in another video. Till then, just take care. So, if you wanted to buy any one of these books that I had reviewed on this channel, and many more other books are also available on incredible prices. So if you wanted to read it or you wanted to gift it to your friends or family, you can buy it easily from this website, which is www.bestbookforyou.co.uk. You can also get more or less on some selected book. So what are you waiting for? Just visit our website right now and buy your favorite books.